This is Venn diagram with Joe and Kevin. A Venn diagram is the representation of the logic connectors and and OR using 2 or 3 overlapping circles. Each circle represents an independent subject. This is a sample problem we created to show you how a Venn diagram works. And using this information up here, filling out this diagram, we should be able to answer all of these questions and essentially manipulate this diagram to answer any questions you could have about the survey. So I spelled survey wrong. 70 students were surveyed in this. 49 said that they wore shoes, 39 said that they wear sandals, and 21 said that they wear both. Well, right away we know that 21 wear both, and since these are all independent, we can fill 21 in right here. To know how many wore only shoes, which is right in this area here, we would have to subtract the number that wore shoes from the number that wore both. So 49 minus 21 is 28. And we can fill that in. And to figure out how many wore sandals, only sandals, we would have to subtract the number that wore sandals from the number that wear both. So 35 minus 21 is 14, and we can fill that in here. So for the questions here at the bottom, how many wore sandals? 14 wore sandals. How many wear shoes? 28 wear shoes. 28 wear only shoes, and 14 wear only sandals. How many students wear only shoes or only sandals, and only sandals? And that would be this 14 over here plus 28, which is 42, wear only shoes and only sandals. How many students wear neither? That would be 28 plus 21 plus 14 is 63, and you would subtract the 63 from the 70 students that were surveyed to get an answer of 7. And there would be, so 7 students wear neither shoes nor sandals nor both. Really, when using the Venn diagram, it is important to remember that all of these 3 things are independent events or subjects, as it says up here. And in our next video, Joe will show you how to use a 3-circle Venn diagram to see how 3 different subjects relate to each other. Thank you.
Based on the way Kevin constructed his 2-circle Venn diagram, let's try to answer the questions below from the given information. To find out how many students played football, you have to take the number of students that only played football, which is 16, the number of students that played football and tennis, which is 14, the number of students that played football and lacrosse, which is 2, and the number of students that played all 3, which is 12. Once you add these numbers, you get 44 students that played football. To figure out how many students played lacrosse and tennis, you have to take the number of students that only played lacrosse, which is 14, the number of students that only played tennis, which is 5, and the number of students that played both, which is 18. Once you've added these numbers, you can figure out that 37 students played lacrosse and tennis. To figure out how many students played only tennis, you just have to take the one number in this circle, which is 5. To figure out how many students didn't play any of these sports, you have to take all the numbers in the Venn diagram and subtract them by 100. So all these numbers added up is 81. You subtract 81 by 100 and you get 19 students that didn't play any of these sports.